It's not the horse that makes the mount, but the master. Take care of your animal, and your animal will take care of you.
Normally I'd say these woods are no place for riding, but these are no ordinary woods. Seems like the beasts know their way better than I do sometimes.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here. Sometimes claws do not suffice. Sometimes only the skill of the able craftsman will do.
Crime is the brother of civilization, I suppose.
Lay aside ancient enmities, or take up arms and make me rich. I'm not particular.
Greetings, comrade.
I have many fine goods. I have many fine goods.
Don't bother Lowendoor. He's pretending to be asleep. Yes. We sparred earlier. He lost badly. He claimed he was tired. I think I heard him crying a moment ago.
Finest wares here.
I've never known fear like this.
Greetings.
Buying and selling.
speak with me a moment?
Hello.
What is it?
A fine day for fine goods, no?
This one is thinking of riddles, which makes me very busy inside. It is somewhat lucrative, though I must practice them first. Or would you stay and listen? Zuzek writes the best down, then sells them to a man called Tellinger. He buys such curiosities. I have 2 new ones to try out. All right, first riddle. Where do slaughterfish keep their gold? Ah, a good guess, however misguided. You are very close. Slaughterfish keep their gold in the riverbank. Ready for the next riddle? My second riddle is very mysterious. Yes, it is my favorite. Where can you find forests with no trees, roads with no travelers, and cities with no buildings? Very good. You can see why this is my favorite riddle. You liked it too, yes? I will write this riddle down for Tellinger, who will pay me, and I will have more gold. It is glorious! Put that back! It doesn't belong to you! Put that back! It doesn't belong to you!
Animal husbandry. One of the few jobs here that doesn't violate the Green Pact. But Marbrook's where the money is.
This one assures you, none of the wood here violates the Green Pact. If it did, we would not hear the end of it.
Well?
Have mercy.
Over here. Please. They dug it up and broke it into pieces and brought it here. I saw the wagons. No!
Velost awaits you at the Guild Hall in Davin's Watch, along the eastern coast of...
We've got almost everything.
We're going to scare our friend Kalima. She loves it when we scare her. Once she stops chasing us, she laughs. I haven't seen her laugh, but I'm sure she does. She loves us.
The Black Sap Rebellion out of Coremount and its leaders on trial. I never thought I'd see the day.
What do you want?
Buying, selling. I've got what you need. Quality wares.
Sorry, not doing any business today.
Just when I needed some company.
Buying and selling.
If one more Bosmer tells me that...
Keep an eye peeled. This wood is full of the remnants.
Don't take a little theft here and there, fine. But you just crossed a line. Pleasure doing business.
I'd planned this painting as a gift to Queen Irene. If only people would stop getting in the way!
What is it?
Bramblebreach clan is under constant attack lately.
No doubt the Dominion will offer their help in exchange for an alliance, turning the misfortunes of others to their advantage. That is their way.
My husband Calla still hasn't left his bed since his favorite dog Pluck was stolen by the Green Artisan. I'm worried for his health.
Hail!
Hello there.
Have you seen my husband, Cassirion? If he's ogling that Bosmer dancer again... And on top of that, that Green Artisan stole my wedding gift.
My friend, how good it is to see you! No doubt the Dominion will offer their help in exchange for an alliance, turning the misfortunes of others to their advantage. That is their way.
Talqua is a master of security.
Most Altmer wouldn't trust a wood elf with their money. Fair enough, but trust is the Dominion's foundation, is it not? We have to start somewhere.
Yes?
Something I can do for you?
A fine day for fine goods, no?
suppose I could use a break.
Come, do your trading here.
Hey!
This grass itches. Please stop distracting me. I'm waiting for other Undaunted to come along. They're sure to need my advice or my wares.
Are you Undaunted? No. Get out of here. Daunted.
Open air is nicer than I thought it would be. At first I was angry they threw me out of the tavern. But now, pretty good. Now, pretty good.
What?
I have to travel to Marbrook every day for work. It is a long walk, but Sharir has many mouths to feed.
What? You think an orc doesn't know his spices? That he can't please the delicate Altmer palate? Ha! Then you haven't tried my cooking.
Please do come in. Here at the Parchment and Horn, we do our best to ensure a relaxing stay for any journey to Marbrook. Even yours.
Mead from meat, wine from grapes. By the end of the night, it all tastes the same.
Hurry to the Cloudy Dregs Inn. Our situation grows perilous, and Azura is anything but patient.
What? You think an orc doesn't know his spices? That he can't please the delicate Altmer palate?
Don't believe the rumors. Prince Naaman died protecting...
The law of meat, hide, and bone obligates us to use every fleshy thing in the air, on the earth, and beneath the sea. Hence the superiority of Bosmer leathercraft.
War brings high demand for armor, but it makes metal costly, especially in Valenwood. The Bosmer rely on imports.
Hail, chosen of the Queen. We have been expecting you.
Queen Irene sent a missive detailing your arrival and orders. You are here to secure the staff of Magnus.
Safe in our vault below the city. We have guarded it day and night. When you are ready, I shall show you into the vault. If you would follow me.
I've got what you need.
As you can see, our artisans have built some small amount of civilization amidst this barbaric wilderness. Marbrook will soon be a jewel of the Dominion in this backward territory. As one would expect, we have encountered scattered protests, nonsense about protecting the trees. The local Bosmer are disorganized and flighty. Such outbursts usually fizzle out of their own accord. Ah, the Mages Guild. If you would follow me inside. Behold the Mages Guild. The paint is still fresh, a marvelous addition to the city. Work remains, of course, but one does what one must on the fringes of the Dominion. The vault is below. Follow me.
Step up, have a look.
This vault holds many rare plants that no longer exist in the Somerset Isles. Do take a closer look. I am no scholar of botany, but I know something about our specimens. We've been trying to transplant this unusual variety of redwort plant into Somerset for some time. Crimson Nernroot. We thought it was a Nord tall tale. We found these in a Valenwood cave of all places. Alchemists pay a dear price for this plant. It will be the jewel of the royal gardens. Valenwood soil is not surprisingly very fertile. These specimens are bound for the royal gardens. This room holds Ayleid relics uncovered across Valenwood. Interesting, aren't they? We've removed any dormant traps that we know of, so feel free to examine them more closely. I will answer any questions you have about them. This helm is actually from our own collection, but one of our Bosmer allies stole it and then returned it in exchange for a song. Scholars believe this relic was broken into pieces when it fell from the heavens. They believe there may be others in Hectorhain, the legendary center of the Valenwood. The tree gifts. We're not actually sure what it does. Our ancestors have left traces of their civilization across Tamriel. If we follow Queen Irene, our empire will one day... Behold, the Staff of Magnus. Here is the Staff of Magnus. As you can see, we have kept it quite well protected. What? What happened? Where is it? The shining trees of Old Meris. We have been burgled. But how? I know not. We have guarded the vault day and night. I placed the staff myself. No, the vault is off limits to all, but wait. Vicereeve Pelador recently toured the vault. The Queen's business, or so he stated. The staff was present before his visit, but I did not check after he left. Unthinkable. Yet, what other conclusion can we draw? Such illusionary magic is beyond the ken of a common thief. To the surface, I must question the watch. None have entered the vault save you and the Vice-Reeve. I have confirmed it. He departed into the wilderness. He said he had orders from the Queen to bring Naaman's body. He did not return. He was always foolishly devoted to the prince. I pray nothing has happened to the prince's body, too. Staff of Magnus is an extremely powerful object. There's no telling what wickedness he could achieve if he desired it. Rest assured he would not have accessed the vault if we'd had any suspicion of his loyalty. Someone must inform the Queen.
Chosen of Marbrook, your queen has arrived. Bear witness to the glory of Queen Irene, hope of the Dominion.
I will gather an immediate accounting of events from those on duty. You would best give the news to the Queen.
Step up, have a look.
Honor and praise, my friend. Do you have the Staff of Magnus? Paladil? Then it's true. He's betrayed us. My brother's body didn't make it to Marbrook either. I knew he loved Naaman dearly, but I didn't think he'd stoop to this. I will once again require your aid.
These wood elves and their forest spirits. How claws are they strange?
The Dominion's enemies strike from within and without. It makes allies like you all the more precious.
House of stone? But how did they get the stone to move?
They dug it up and broke it into pieces and brought it here. I saw the wagons.
I wonder if I could climb it.
No!
You're no fun. A house of stone? But how did they get the stone to move?
They dug it up and broke it into pieces and brought it here. I saw the wagons.
I wonder if I could climb it.
No!
You're no fun.
It is good to see a friendly face. Grinshade is a far more exciting place than Raz expected. He hears now that the staff of Magnus has been stolen. As if these rebellious Bosmer rebels were not trouble enough. Not yet, but it is possible. The elves in this part of the Valenwood do not follow King Camoran. They claim to be subjects of the Wielder King, some forest spirit no one has ever seen. They mock the Dominion and call Queen Irene an enemy. We do not know. The Battle Reeves sent a soldier, Hazazi, to negotiate with the Bramblebreach clan, but he has made no progress. Now Raz needs to hunt for the Staff of Magnus, so he asks you, will you find Hazazi and sort this out? The Bramblebreach village is just south of Marbrook. Hazazi is there. He likes to complain, but he's a good soldier. He just needs someone with a more sophisticated negotiation style. And by the time you get back, Raz will have a lead on the staff. This one does not understand Bosmer clan politics, but as Raz hears it, the clans of this part of Valenwood have always been wild. Some even sided against King Camoran in the Blacksap Rebellion. Grinshade is the heart of Valenwood. It is very dangerous and very mysterious, and these Bosmer understand it like no others do. Raz would not be deterred, but even Camoran's Vindusk Rangers avoid traveling in this part of the forest. The obvious answer is probably the right one. Paladil. That toad fulfilled Naaman's every wish. Why should that change just because the prince is dead? Raz knew the Veiled Heritance was a disease not so easily excised. If Paladil has taken the staff, we need to find him and discover what he plans to do with it. The staff is powerful and dangerous. All of the Dominion is at risk if we cannot find it. As always, Raz serves the Queen. She wanted to know if the Bosmer here are as scary as they sound. With the Staff of Magnus stolen though, Raz must make that his priority. This one knows you can handle the Bramblebreach as well as he could.
Without the aid of the local tribes, our power here will remain weak. I hope the Bramblebreach will be but the first to join us.
The Bramblebreach village is just south of Marbrook. Hazazi is there. He likes to complain, but he's a good soldier. He just needs someone with a more sophisticated negotiation style. And by the time you get back, Raz will have a lead on the staff.
Most Altmer would... My friend! How good it is to see you!
Pretend we're old friends catching up after a long absence. I don't want to blow my cover just asking for help.
Great acting. I need an assistant to do some delicate tasks, and you've got the right look about you. I'm part of an undercover investigation into a string of thefts in Marbrook. The artisan is a master of his profession. The artisan targets local Altmer, so I draw suspicion. We must capture the artisan before the Queen is targeted. Take my notes. Don't return until you've identified the artisan. No one knows we're working together, and I want to keep it that way.
What?
You approach knowing what you want. I was once like that not that long ago. Please share some gold with poor Kurlit.
Kurlit hears and sees much, but it is difficult to recall when one's stomach rumbles so. Alas, he does not have the coin for food. This one did not serve the Dominion for 3 years to be treated like this. Fine. Kurlit saw Bosmer infiltrating the bank late at night. Spare a coin for a veteran's meal?
Mind your own affairs.
Sounds like a load of superstition.
Animal husbandry. One of the few jobs here that doesn't violate the Green Pact. But Marbrook's where the money is. You know what I think? That old banker Talqua paid a thief to steal from the rich Altmer so they'd pay to keep their valuables with him. Well, the artisan only targets Altmer who don't use the bank. And don't forget, Talqua has that Bosmer apprentice of his to take the fall.
You fought beside Lord Garishri in Haven? This one should be so lucky.
Not another of your stories.
The law of meat, hide, and bone obligates us to use every fleshy thing in the air, on the earth, and beneath the sea. Hence the superiority of Bosmer leathercraft.
It's hard to avoid it. Between you and me, I hope the artisan never gets caught.
Because the thief's obviously a Bosmer. It would only strain relations in the Dominion, further than they've already been strained. Bosmer culture considers theft to be an art, and the closer the object to the victim's heart, the better the theft. And there's more than a few Bosmer who are unhappy with the Altmer building Marbrook and Valenwood.
What do you want?
We've got almost everything.
A moment of silence for the departed. I don't deserve this.
Top quality merchandise.
And sows the seeds of destruction. The plain meld is nigh. The plain meld is nigh. Our world will
It's almost like that girl doesn't realize how ridiculous she looks, flouncing about like that.
The plain meld is nigh. Our doom is drawing near. Chains of darkness grip the land and draw it ever near to his nightmare cold harbor, where hope bows down to fear.
I apologize in advance for any delay in service. My apprentice Nidras went upstairs to attend to personal business. Have I ever? There's been a steady stream of Altmer depositing valuables here since the thefts began. I'd like to see that. I'm an expert in security. No one can enter the bank without keys, and only I and my apprentice Nidras have them.
If you need banking services, my master Talqua can assist you downstairs. Ah, working with Silla. I noticed you making friends in the market. If you figured it out, there's no use keeping up pretenses. My initial plan was to exercise the right of theft. I steal precious objects from the Altmer, then demand they leave Marbrook for their return. It turns out the Altmer don't respect the rights, so I return them. Now, I simply let Altmer hatred do the job for me. You'll know soon. Now, I tipped off the guards that the artisan was in the bank, and here you are, sneaking about. I advise you leave. Don't waste time searching for me after you leave. You'll have larger concerns soon enough. Look around! Don't you see what's happening? It's one city, but it won't stop there. War is only one way of conquering. Building is another. We may not have destroyed Valenwood ourselves, but if we let the Altmer do it, How is it different? It's a Bosmer tradition where you steal something precious and demand a boon for its return. A song for a spear, or a prime ox for a wife.
I apologize in advance. Spare a coin for a veteran's meal? Ah, you are one who is well-traveled. One who understands everyone has a story to share. I was once an adventurer like yourself, until one fateful day when my life changed forever. It is always so. Never once has someone taken pity on Kurlit without hearing his sad tale of woe. Can I share my burden with you? Will you listen to my story? Spare a coin for a veteran's meal? Ah, it is always so. Know that I am not as old as my whiskers make me seem. My story begins not many years ago, when this one served in the Imperial Army. You may ask why I held such a position, but it was not by choice. Conscripted for my skills, I was in high demand. My ancestors were great Khajiit sailors, so I was assigned to a warship whose sole mission was to maintain order in the wake of the Nahatan flu sweeping the land. You know of the Nahatan flu, yes? This one shivers in fear remembering those dark days. The Nahatan flu killed so many all across Tamriel. Argonians and Khajiit proved heartier against it, but it claimed many of my friends' lives before it faded away. May I continue? One night when Kurlit had already worked a triple shift and thus was taking a well-deserved rest below decks, we aboard the Bountiful Mara encountered the Crimson Ship. You do know about the Crimson Ship? Indeed. Spare a coin for a veteran's... Ah, it is always so. Know that I am not as old as my whiskers make me seem. My ancestors were great Khajiit sailors. This one shivers in fear. One night when Kurlit had already worked it. Indeed, the Crimson Ship was filled with Kothringi, suffering from the Nahatan flu. No port would take them in. They finally sailed off into the abyss, never to be seen again. It is rumored that no one who saw the ship lived to tell about it. As I said, I slept. A sleep so deep and dreamless nothing woke me. When I finally rose a day later, I found my crewmates missing and a scribbled note about the Crimson Ship. They had seen it, and all had perished, leaving me adrift. I could not. Many moons passed before another ship happened by. They blamed me for the crew's disappearance and put me in the stocks. My career over, I became a beggar. Is that not horror enough? My tale has stalled and now I wander from city to city as a beggar. As to your earlier question, I saw Bosmer sneak into the bank late at night.
An interesting story the other day.
I've got what you need.
Not another of your stories.
The wood elves deep in the forest say there's a being called the Wilder King who shapes Valenwood.
Only the finest merchandise. Selling fine trading.
Go easy. I heard an interesting story the other day.
Not another of your stories.
The wood elves deep in the forest say there's a being called the Wilder King who shapes Valenwood. Did you find out who the artisan is? The bankers! Why didn't I see it before? You have my thanks for finding him. But now we have to deal with the mess he left behind. The bastard returned the stolen items to the wrong houses. He then sent anonymous letters to the victims framing the owners for the crime. They too easily believe their neighbors stole from them. And we've only just been able to prevent any violence. We must find those valuables. I appreciate the help. According to the letters, the items are in houses across Marbrook. You'll have to search carefully to find them.
My friend tells me something stirred up the wood orcs again.
Pah! This one has had enough of wood orcs for a lifetime.
The Bramblebreach clan is under constant attack lately.
Can you
believe LaRose stole my husband's dog pluck? He may have inferior blood, but that's no excuse for such cruelty.
The rascal is a pretentious oaf, but stealing my wedding gift to satisfy his vanity? Unforgivable.
The loss of the staff of Marbrook troubles me. If Peladil is behind it, he could also be involved in the theft of my brother's body. For now, we must tackle problems we can solve.
Can you believe LaRose stole my husband's dog pluck?
Hail!
My friend tells me something stirred up the wood orcs again.
Pah! This one has had enough of wood orcs for a lifetime.
What?
I'm desperate.
Marbrook gardens are beautiful, yes? Azordat planted these. Of course they are beautiful.
Watch it.
What?
Yeah!
I've got what you need.
What is it?
Mind your own affairs.
Yeah.
Halt, thief! Aha! I caught you red-handed, artisan. Thieves just can't help returning to the scene of the crime, can they? Pinning the blame on someone else? I won't fall for that. How do you explain those stolen goods you're carrying? Hmm? You know Sinar? Well, this doesn't prove anything. You might have heard his name in relation to your own investigation. An excellent idea. I was just about to propose. Sinar is on the upper city tier, near the entertainment pavilion. You lead the way. I'm not so naive that I'd turn my back on a common criminal.
You're that thief LaRose paid to steal my husband's dog. I hope the rats eat your eyes when they lock you in the dungeon.
Don't make any sudden moves, or I'll give you wings. Arrow wings, because arrows have feathers. Oh, forget it. Captain, I bring great news.
I'm afraid you have me mistaken.
Captain Sinar, I have detained the artisan. No time to thank me. I must return to my rounds.
Can't strike you.
I can't believe he just blew my cover. Please tell me you have good news. Thanks, Stenda. Things were getting tense. I know you're not the artisan, thanks to our careful investigations. You're free to go now. We'll return the items back to their original owners. I can't wait to get back into uniform. Undercover work isn't my cup of tea.
We've got almost everything. Aha, a guest. How wonderful. I wonder, would you help my friend and I with a little experiment? We are reconstructing animals. Dead ones, of course. Wouldn't do such a thing to live ones. That would be barbaric. Not to mention impractical. Specifically, we are creating an elixir that will cause small dead animals to wriggle about as if alive. Well, as it turns out, we're fresh out of parts. Rat parts, I mean. I need you to bring us the head, legs, body, and tail from 4 different rats, so we can combine them into an animated rodent assemblage. Oh, I know the whole thing seems rather rash and improbable, doesn't it? But our methods get results. Bring back the rat parts and we'll have a little rodent scurrying about in no time. Why, it'll be almost lifelike. There is a reason for this. One I would prefer to forget. It involves an early experiment with my associate. An experiment that failed horribly. It's not as simple as you may assume, however. When the two of us are involved, nothing is ever simple. No, please meet us outside the Fighters Guild. We must set up our experiment there. Oh, I know the whole thing seems rather rash.
Are you collecting junk for Artemir's little monsters? Good, good. I make little monsters too. See this? It's an ant-fly worm beast. I mashed them together and added a pinch of Artemir's life juice. It's an adorably gross little guy, isn't it?
The Bramblebridge village is just south of Marbrook. Hazazi is there. He likes to...
What?
They say if the insects do not eat you, the forest will. I wonder if that is true. Go find out.
Are you collecting junk for Ardemir?
Everything is here. Wonderful. Allow me a moment to apply our elixir. Now we address the practical applications of this marvelous elixir. If you will help us one last time, I will increase your compensation. My associate and I have a mischievous nature. It is through this nature we show our affection for our friends. Our close friend Kalima is, as Timaway would say, a grumpy bug. We want to lift her spirits. Place these squirmy rodent things in her backpack in the corner. She'll be back shortly, and then we'll see the fruits of our labor. Timaway and I have a wager. He expects her to double over with laughter. I do not expect that reaction.
She's going to love this.
Yes?
Greetings, comrade.
Kalima's life would be unbearable without us.
The second stage is the most important. What use is magical inquiry if it cannot foster relationships? Excellent. Here's your payment. I expect our dear friend will be back any moment. So if you would like to stick around, it's sure to be an entertaining spectacle.
Oh, what is that?
Ardemir, Timaway, I will kill you both.
She says she wants to kill us, but she doesn't mean it. She says that out of love.
Excellent. Well done. A fantastic experiment, if I do say so myself.